it, in the XFL too? Seriously? Can we finish the national anthem before throwing an interception? Good Lord Almighty. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios for week 5 of your 2020 XFL game highlight commentary. And here we go. Fuck Marvel. We're out to DC, where the DC Defenders take on the St. Louis Battlehawks. Cardell Jones going down the field's got a man. Yoink. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by the Battlehawks. God damn it. Cardell Jones is who we thought they were. Get his bum ass out the game. You finished. Look at the catch, though. This brother's never had sex on the floor. He knows how to keep his balls off the ground. Out to Houston, where the Violent Fellatios take on the Seattle Seto Dragons.
Oh, shit! Son of a bitch!
PJ Walker learned firsthand that the Seattle Dragons train and practice at the King of Diamonds, because there's some great strippers as they take the football away. Evidently, New York and Dallas are playing footsies as they both exchange field goals. We've got an even game at 3. The Tampa Bay Randy Orton Vipers would find the end zone, and they'd connect on a 1-point conversion and take a 10-0 lead over the East High School Musical Wildcats. Everybody in Houston loves Roughneck until they get a BJ they can't stop, as BJ Daniels goes into the end zone for the score, and the Dragons have the lead. I'm having way too much fun with names in this league. It'd be a shame if the coronavirus shuts it down.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Well, it was fun while it lasted. All leagues are shutting down. You gotta take safety precaution as the Battlehawks take a 3-0 lead.
Oh my god!
Grab it, man! Grab it! Hurry! Hurry!
Well, goddamn, the Wildcats are here cooking more turnovers than Paula Dean on a Saturday morning. Well, goddamn, all you had to do was bench Cardell Jones and you'd find the end zone? Because Tyree Jackson finds his man. Touchdown, DC Defenders. Somewhere at the end of the bench, Cardell Jones is like,
They took our job!
They took our game! They took your deal!
the damn Wildcats getting their asses whipped. If they keep this up, we're never gonna get a High School Musical 4. Somebody need to tell them to get their heads in the game. They'd go down 17-0. Luckily for them, they'd finally plug in their controller and find the end zone, but on the 2-point conversion, Josh Johnson may be transgender, because this man can't hold on to balls.
Fuck!
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yes!
Victory is mine! Now get your bitch ass on the floor!
Things would get interesting in Dallas because Luis Perez would find Redding in the end zone participating in the 5 toes down challenge for the score, but the referee said he was out of bounds. Now, I'm no official, but Mr. Potato Head's eyes aren't even real, and he can see. This is a touchdown! But in the XFL, there's no coaches' challenges, and the officials would not go to review, and the damn Guardians would be denied a touchdown. St. Louis would nod the score up at 6 apiece after a 40-yard field goal. Meanwhile, in Houston, Trey Williams would weave through the Roughnecks like a Brazos director during a blow-bang marathon as he'd find the end zone, and the Seattle Seto Dragons would extend their lead to 12, and on the 2-point conversion, they tell the Roughnecks, 2 for your mistake. 14-0's the lead. Thank the Lord somebody finally plugged in the controller for the Los Angeles Wildcats. And did you know Trey's last name is McBride because his parents met on Tinder, but they never taught him not to eat any Butterfingers? He'd fumble on a play recovered by the Vipers. And what kind of foot fetish is happening in Dallas? Can anybody score a touchdown here? The Vipers now in the period-colored zone. Taylor Cornelius would take the snap, rolling towards his left. He's got his man in the back of the end zone participating in the 10 toes down challenge for the score, and Tolliver would give his Vipers a 24-6 lead. The way this game is going, I wouldn't be surprised if this video gets blocked by Disney. Here come the Violent Fellatios, baby. PJ Walker over the middle. He's got Nick Holly, and look how he unplugged the defender's controller. What happened to him? Can we look at that again? Explain to me how you didn't even make this tackle. Homie did not touch him. That's the power of Blue Eyes white privilege. Why? Cause
that's how a white man runs a football, you bitch.
And if anybody was wondering, these motherfuckers can't make a goddamn kick. Daquan Hampton done whispered in the defender's ear, hold my nuggets, suck my dick. Straight up mossed him, put his nutsack on his shoulder pad, and bust a move behind the end zone for the Wildcat score. And suddenly, they only down by 10. 4th and 2 for the New York Guardians of the Galaxy, but evidently nobody in Dallas cares about that movie because it's no longer in theaters, so we had him participating in the Frank Costanza challenge because
I stopped short.
Don't do it. No, don't do it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, shit!
Well, goddamn, I blinked twice and this Viper lead already got cut less than double digits? Being a Tampa Bay fan of any sport must be extremely tough. You could never get comfortable. Evidently, today's not a good day for Dragon Tales because Houston don't watch PBS 13. As they'd score a touchdown on the 2-point conversion, they'd even up the score at 14 apiece. And they're still kicking field goals in Dallas. Can somebody score a touchdown, please? And in the second half, Marquise Williams finally figured out how to play offense, and the Guardians of the Galaxy in New York find the end zone first. Seattle would connect on a 47-yard field goal, go up by 3, 17-14 over the Violent Falacios. The DC defenders would connect on a 52-yard field goal. Kick was deeper than Barry White's voice. Here come the Roughnecks, baby. PJ Walker. Yoink. Pass is intercepted by the Seattle Dragons, and they're headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's a goddamn shame. No soup for you. No pick-6 for you. Get him out of McDonald's. You don't belong here. Get your offense on the field, you big dummy. At least on the very next play, B.J. Daniels would make sure that Houston would get the roughneck they deserve, as he'd go into the end zone and give Seattle a 23-14 lead. They would fail on the 2-point conversion. It's about that time to turn on the High School Musical. What team? Wildcats. What team?
Cut that bitch off.
Did he just doink that off the upright? I think that must have been Cody Pocky! If I had to sacrifice myself to take all of the coronavirus in order to bring back sports, I would then have you as my kicker. That's how much I don't like you. Put and keep your motherfucking head back down. Those Houston deep-throating roughnecks in the swoop zone. Hand off, they'd go into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They try to tie it up by going for 3, but man, that shit ain't work. Somebody who's a fan of St. Louis gotta explain to me how this brother missed a 38-yard field goal. You out there looking like Nick Folk. I've seen babies kick stomachs better than you kick a football. I'd rather have diarrhea than have you as my kicker. Put your motherfucking head back down. 3rd and 3 for the New York Guardians of the Galaxy, but the Dallas Renegades out here looking like upset gym teachers. They just took the football away right off the top of your goddamn head.
Please, don't do this. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Dallas would do absolutely nothing with the spectacular interception, and Luis Perez would take advantage as he'd go deep for Colby Pearson. And look at this tackling effort. I've seen white blood cells tackle better than the damn Renegades. The Guardians of the Galaxy would score on an 80-yard touchdown. Come on, man. Get 21 up out of there. Take them out back. Put them down like Old Yeller. And just for that, how about 2 for your mistakes, Dallas? You ain't shit. DC out here kicking field goals longer than a Godfather movie, as they'd put it in from 50 yards and go up by 6. At least Dallas is making a comeback here.
Nani?
Pass intercepted by the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Renegades ain't shit. 27-6 lead. Here comes the Violent Falacios, baby, as PJ Walker looking towards his left's got a man. But he plays for the other team as the pass is intercepted by the Seattle Dragons. The referees would call this incomplete, but upon further review, they'd have to reverse it. Man caught the football on the offensive player's back while telling them to hold my nuggets. Suck my dick! And the Renegades getting their ass whipped so bad on the field, they can't help but fight.
Almighty push. Nani?
Following the Guardians' touchdown, the Renegades would finally get their heads out of their gluteal cleft as they'd showcase their education from Devin Hester University with a degree in Joshua Cribbs studies, as they'd go 90-plus yards into the end zone for the score. It's about damn time they did something right. Think fast. Josh Johnson looking towards his left. He's got Trey, who's never the bridesmaid. He's always the McBride in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They take the lead. The Vipers out here falling apart. They might have the coronavirus. At least they turned it around in the 4th quarter. Pass intercepted by an individual who wears XXL underwear and returned to the 14-yard line. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. How you take the football away 3 times and you losing by 3?
Gotcha, bitch.
Fuck!
That's gotta suck. Imagine nearly getting a pump block only to see your team give the football away anyway! Being a Dallas sports fan is the leading cause of American heart attacks. Tampa Bay really was up 17-0 and now they down by 9. You talk about disappointment. We ought to sign a petition to change the name of the city of Tampa Bay to Blowjobs, because all they do is suck. Back to the nation's capital, where the DC Defenders are defending as they make sure the St. Louis Battlehawks are watching Seinfeld and participating in the Frank Costanza challenge, because
I stopped short.
wow, guys, the Vipers made a field goal. Wow, impressive. Think fast, anti-pants, the man who only wears pajamas. PJ Walker would find his man Cam No Newton Phillips in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston Violent Fellatio's. They take the lead and they try to go for 2, but it did not work in their favor. Somebody just send Dallas home already. This is just too much abuse. Meanwhile, for the Battlehawks,
Here we go.
Oh, shit!
Ah, grab it, man.
All mine!
at least Dallas remembered how to play football and they stopped doing stupid shit.
I cannot believe it!
Pass is intercepted, and ladies and gentlemen, the XFL might be a big supporter of the plus-size movement because big boys are making plays all weekend long. Here come the Tampa Bay Vipers, baby.
Come here.
NANI?
The fumble scooped up by a lineman, and the big man's gonna go into the end zone for the score. This is the weekend of the plus-size football players. They're making all the plays. If they're overweight, you can't hate. It doesn't matter if they have to lift their stomach to masturbate. Fat man is making plays.
Sick boys, rise up!
Look at the cornerback at the bottom of the screen. Get this bum-ass man off the field. Who gave him a contract? DC would connect on a 22-yard field goal and go up 15-6. The Houston Violent Fellatio's in the period-colored zone. PJ Walker takes the snap, looking over the middle. He's got Cam No Newton Phillips, and he turned into the coronavirus because he refuses to be stopped as he break the plane, go into the end zone, his second TD on the day. Think fast. Tampa does what the Chiseled Adonis does on his free time. Sliding into DMs. Touchdown Vipers, and on the extra point, they would convert and cut their deficit to 7. Maybe they don't want to lose. Let's go to Houston and see if Seto Kaiba's Dragons are making that comeback.
Hey, where y'all going?
Butterfingers fumble on the play, recovered by the Violent Fellatio's. It's the last chance for the Battlehawks, and it appears that they're...
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
You lose.
The Vipers thought they were cooking up a comeback, but the only thing they're cooking is apple turnovers. Intercepted in the end zone. Game is over. Imagine driving your team all the way down into the red zone only to throw a bonehead interception. What was the point? Get on the bus and go home. The Houston Violent Fellatio's up by 9, looking to run out the clock with under 30 seconds remaining in the game, would take a kneel down on 3rd down, and there is approximately a 4-second differential between game clock and play clock, because in the XFL, the game clock freezes for 5 seconds until the play clock goes down from 25 to 20 under 2 minutes. This is called the comeback period. So for all intents and purposes, so with the 4-second gap between game clock and play clock, the Seattle Dragons would get the football back immediately if the Houston Violent Fellatio's were to take a knee without running out the entire clock. And we see a knee taken here with a second left, but the referees say, fuck Seattle! We don't like Dragons anyway! We want to go home! Fuck them! Violent Fellatio's for the win, and they're running off the field, but the Dragons should get the football back inside the 30. If you look at the replay, you can clearly see that there's time left on the damn game clock. The referees decided to catch themselves in a genjutsu, but everybody outside of a zebra shirt can clearly see that the Seattle Dragons are getting robbed. Absolute piss poor officiating from this damn referee crew. I'd rather have the zebras from Lion King ref a game than have these bums. Only one thing left to do.
Gotta write their names in the death note.
But before we do that, for the Tampa Bay Vipers, Seattle Dragons, St. Louis Battlehawks, and Dallas Renegades, take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train. But for the entire XFL, it appears you're going to the same place the referee's going. Consider your names written down the death note, because your dreams of continuing as a football league, your dreams of lasting longer than the AAF, your dreams of giving athletes an alternative to the NFL has been absolutely
Delete.
Delete.
Deletion.
You will rest in peace.
Why aren't you following me? Why haven't you subscribed already? You don't hear this shit? I'm hilarious.
What the hell's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all?
So what's on?
I'll pound you so hard there'll be nothing left of you. That's it, huh?
You can't beat me!
I'll be sure to visit your grave. Over here!